How about some questions here? Here's a very aggressive question from world famous Jon Snow. Wombat.
Yes.
Why did you bother buying a Switch? Seriously, you don't have an affinity for Nintendo stuff and we're already apprehensive. This is very un-Canadian. Very passive-aggressive. No. I wanted to check it out. Actually, when the NX rumors first came out, even maybe before it was called NX, and we talked about what we wanted in a system from Nintendo, this was pretty much it in terms of the functionality. Right? I'm talking about years ago. So while I wasn't interested in the Wii U, and I did buy a Wii but didn't care for it, I thought I would give this a shot, and at the very least, I'd be able to talk about it with some authority on the show. I didn't know that I had to be in love with it before I bought it.
I think what he really wants to know why you didn't buy For Honor instead of a Switch.
You didn't ask. Because I'm playing Overwatch. I only have time for one big multiplayer game right now. I only have time to be bad at one game instead of being bad at two.
So what are you looking forward to on the Switch, GB? I guess that's the next question here.
I know that Ty is looking forward to Splatoon 2. He keeps asking me when that comes out. He somehow knows about that. I'm not particularly. What else? Why don't you tell me Mario. I play Mario. That looked interesting. What else we got coming out for the Switch in the near future?
Are you going to get Mario Kart?
That's a possibility, since I didn't get the first.
You didn't. I mean, it's brand new to you.
Mm-hmm. That could happen.
I think you and Ty would enjoy that.
Ty and I played Snipper Clips this weekend.
Okay,
and we had a really good time. And I yelled at him slightly less than I yell at him when we play Overcooked. So I think he's a big fan.
Have you ever played Drawful with Ty and Shima? You should.
Okay. I'll write that down.
Check that out. We had Sabrina loves that game. We played that on Sunday.
What is that on?
It's on everything.
Okay. Yeah, it's on Xbox or PlayStation. It's part of the Jack Pack. You've played it, haven't you?
Oh, maybe I have played it.
It's the one where you draw. It's Pictionary.
Yeah, I play that. It's good.
Yeah, we played that on Sunday. We played Drawful too. Sabrina had a friend over, so we were able to play 4 people Drawful. It was fun.
Yeah, Ty and I mean, we were able to keep moving forward on Snipper Clips with only mild yelling. So that was pretty fun. Jeff M. Berger writes in and asks, do you think the Nintendo Switch will increase the indie games exposure to a new audience? I don't know. I don't think so.
No, because I no.
It's the same audience that knows about them now is interested in them on the Switch. I think Nintendo Switch is going to be, like all these Nintendo systems, a Nintendo game delivery system. First party. I think there will be a lot of indie games on there.
It seems like it's going to pick up where the Vita left off as far as indie games go. So
yeah, but doesn't the PlayStation 4 kind of pick up on that though too, or you just say for handheld, for travel?
I'm just thinking if I don't know, is there like just a Nintendo audience still?
Yeah,
because that doesn't own a PlayStation 4,
right? Because that's
the question. Because that's the real
way
question.
that indie games would get to them.
But what is that ratio of people?
I don't know, 1/3 of a person.
But do you think? I mean, look, if third-party games don't really sell on Nintendo systems, this is like fourth party.
Yeah, but they're cheaper.
Okay,
like I'm
not Binding of Isaac for $40.
Not the
That's
$40.
ridiculous.
In theory,
right? But like Blaster Master Zero for $10, that seems fine.
Sure, but I guess it's also the idea of, maybe for if you have a Switch and a PlayStation 4 and new indie games are coming out, I could see you maybe leaning towards the Switch if there's no real technical difference between the two, because at least then you'll have it to go.
Unless you're into trophies.
Yeah, well.
Right. I mean, obviously,
It's still weird that the Switch does not have any kind of overall
Reward system.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Just like something that
Stars.
makes you want to stay in
Shines.
that.
They should call it shines instead of trophies.
That's fine.
That would be a nice throwback thing. That's
something that wants me to
Nintendo-y.
keep stay in that ecosystem.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
I've
that's all
got
these things
10,000
are.
shines. Did you get all the shines in Legend of Zelda? Is that something? People
No,
would know, and people would know exactly what you were talking about too.
I don't know what you're talking about. Goodfellas?
Yes, I'm talking about Goodfellas. Get your box, Spider. Oh, I got your reference.
Oh, you're talking about The Shining?
Here's Johnny.
Yeah. So I would say potentially it could expand the audience, but I just feel that Nintendo customers are going to buy Nintendo games, and indie games probably won't do much to change that.
It seems like the big name indie games, the ones that are already successful, will do fine on the Switch.
Sure, maybe.
That's why you see like Binding of Isaac on there and World of Goo and all these ones that we know.
Probably people are going to be existing customers of these games. They probably already own them on something else, and they just buy it on my Nintendo thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking back up at the 5 games on the list that came out for Nintendo Switch this week. One of them, Neo Geo, King of Fighters, and then the other 4 are all indie games that I know what they are. You got Human Resource Machine, Little Inferno, Binding of Isaac, and World of Goo. All high-profile indie games.
Right. Quote unquote high profile.